I'll let everyone get in here, and we will start talking about Halloween Horror Nights. Hey, Zach, good morning. How are you, buddy? Let everyone get in here, and then we'll start our discussion. We're just going to talk about what we experienced last night and how it went. And hey, buddy, what are you doing this morning, huh? Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm sorry I'm kind of like scrubbed out or whatever you want to call it this morning. I finished our video at 5 a.m. and then uploaded it. And so by the time that I actually saw it, or by the time it actually finished, it was like 4 a.m., something like that. So, or not 4 a.m., 6 a.m. by the time it like officially finished uploading. And then I woke back up and saw that it was finished. Hey, JM, how are you this morning, man? Hope everybody's doing okay, doing good this morning. And we're going to talk about Halloween Horror Nights and our first experience for this year and how it went. We had a really good time, and so I'm not going to this stream isn't anything fancy. It's just kind of just me chilling in here and talking to you all about our experience last night and how exactly it went. So good morning, everyone. JM, I'm doing good. I'm really tired. Gonna get a little bit of rest, shower, and everything before we head back out for second night of HHN. And we're excited about that. I'm drinking an AHA this morning. Good morning from California. Just want to stop by and say hi real quick. We are at the airport on the way there. Awesome, Lisa. I hope you have a safe trip. I know that you guys are going to have a great time. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. So we're just going to kind of talk about how the day went for us, and what we expected. We had a lot of people writing in and asking us how our experience was with Bug House, and I'm going to get to that, and we're going to talk about that because that needs to be discussed on its own. It's a whole discussion on its own about Bug House. But yeah, fire in your questions. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Make sure you like the stream. And this is not like a formal live stream. This is just us kind of just sitting down talking about our experience last night. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Yeah, so last night, my feet are killing me, but last night was so much fun. Yes, same here. I am trying to doctor my feet up. There's a lot of standing, a lot of time just chilling in line. Honestly, that was the biggest thing. When I found last night, though, when I walked around and when I actually moved, that I could actually felt like my feet felt better, like, if that makes sense. But yeah, but other than that, it was just a crazy night. So just off the bat, if you guys have not watched our opening night video, make sure after the stream you go and watch that. So I don't know, like, we are just just one of those things, like, there's so much to do at Halloween Horror Nights. Literally, there's so much to do. Like, unless you have Express Pass, I think it's a little harder for you to actually for you to actually get everything done. I haven't gotten to watch it yet, but did you guys do Express? We did not do Express. We didn't, and still got 6 houses done, and didn't get there till 8, so not bad. Yeah. So same. We got there early, but we just like took our time, like tried food, and just walked through the scare zones, sat around. We had some friends and family in, and we just took it easy. Food lines were awful. Did you guys get anything? We got pizza fries at Louis, and it took forever. Yes, we did get a few things. We got the Good Guys burger, which was like the last thing we got of the night, because at that point, it was like at 10 p.m. or almost 11, I think, that we got that, because at that point, the lines had died down, you know? So we didn't feel like we really, you know, were cheated in that aspect. But overall, though, I think, I mean, you know, so we tried the Good Guys burger. Our reviews on that video, so make sure you guys watch it. And then we tried the No Chance PB&J and the fried Oreos. That's literally all we had time to try last night. Just
the pumpkin thing.
Oh yeah, Angie's yelling at me. The pumpkin what?
The pumpkin bow.
Oh yeah, the pumpkin bow. Well, that was in our tribute store video. So out of the 4 things that we have tried, I would say that to me, the best thing was the PB&J or the Oreos. Those are really good too. I really like the Oreos. Yeah, definitely. You just have to go one night and just try food. Yes. Yeah. You know, so it's kind of weird because, you know, when you do that, or when you go and you, like, kind of, you know, I just felt like the lines were a lot worse last night than they have been before, especially last year. I didn't feel like the food lines were that bad, even though like we really didn't try any of the food last year. Excuse me, I'm extremely tired. I didn't think that it was the lines just were bad. Like for everything, it was bad. You know, whether it was the ice cream sandwich. Like I didn't think that would be that bad, you know, but they were pretty bad. So, yeah, we barely got any food last year, but we only did one night. Only tried the Oreos. Yeah, Oreos are great though. Oreos are great. If that's the only thing you got, then good, because I mean, those, in my opinion, those are great. Tonight, I think we're gonna try to do some of the meats section stuff. I don't know. I tried 2 of the desserts in the tribute store, and they were, yeah, I was not happy or impressed with the tribute store snacks. I feel like they are very repetitive, and they're the same snacks all the time. And so that's why I was like really looking forward to Halloween Horror Nights, because I had a feeling that you know, it would be a lot better. You know, it's a lot better that way. But who knows? But yeah. So getting into talking about. Oh, I am so sorry. My goodness, I don't know how I'm gonna make it today. Getting into talking about the houses and what we experienced with that. We started with the weekend. We did the Stay and Scream in Springfield, or Central Park. They keep calling it Springfield, but really it's Central Park, the Central Park area. So we started with that, and then the weekend was the first house that we went to. It's kind of crazy, like how quickly we got in once the event started, or once they released us. We were literally in there at like, I think it was 5:35 is when we went through the first house. So it was cool because we got to utilize a lot of time before the actual event opened and the gate opened. And then we went to Legends Collide, and then Descendants of Destruction. And then at that point, the bug house was pretty backed up. It was like at 90 minutes at that point. And we were like, okay, like let's hit some of the ones that are smaller, you know. And then I think we did Hellblock, Halloween, and I feel like I'm missing one. Hellblock, Halloween. Hang on, let me think about it. We did The Weekend, Legends Collide, Descendants of Destruction, Hellblock, Halloween. Oh no, that's it. And Bughouse. So 6. We got 6 done last night. And we didn't, rush to get them. We just took our time, because I knew we were going to be making a 2-part video. And I'm the kind of person, like, I don't like to just run through everything and just be done. I like to take my time with it. I think we ended up leaving it was like 12:45 last night when we left. So it was maybe a little bit later than what I would have liked to have left. But yeah, that wasn't, I don't know. It just wasn't as early as I wanted to leave, but I felt like there was so much to do in there that I needed to, we needed to stay as late as we did. And so tonight, we have 4 houses that we're going to do. I'm sure we're going to do some of the repeat ones because we will have friends with us tonight. But overall, I said this in the video, so far, it's really a surprise. I feel like the best one so far was Halloween. I mean, in my opinion, and from what we experienced, we did experience the weekend. That was like the most hyped one for us, well, at least for me. How was the meat burger? The meat burger was good. I liked it. Angie did not like it. It was a unique taste. You guys can see in the video, I get it all over my face because it was like that powdered sugar that they have. That and the weekend were your favorites. Yeah, Halloween was really good. And I enjoyed the weekend too. I actually, and it could have been that I just had like my bar set pretty low on that. I really enjoyed Legends Collide. I really enjoyed it. Hey Bert, what's going on? Good morning, buddy. I really felt like it was pretty good for what it is. I just didn't imagine that I would be that like shocked at how good Legends Collide was, because I had heard some team members say that they weren't that impressed by it. But to me personally, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. And you guys know how afraid I am of the Wolfman anyway. So, hey, be quiet, guys. Yeah, so I thought Legends Collide was great. I did Legends at like 150, so I'm guessing maybe it wasn't as good a run through. Lots of empty spots. Definitely trying. Oh yeah. So when we went through it, it was like scares on every turn. So, and then like the one part, like I don't know if you got this or not. Oh, my light just went out. That's okay. We can still do it. Oh no, there it goes. Weird. Okay. I don't know if you experienced this, but there is a part where it looks like beetles are crawling on the ground, and they use the air cannons, and it feels like they're running on your legs. I don't know, Cassie, if you got to experience that, but we did. And I was like, ew! I freaked out for just a minute. Bert had a good time last night. Yeah, man, we had a great time last night. Really good time. It was just a lot of fun, you know. And I think, like, you know, as someone that lives here, you look at the situation and you're like, dang it, 60 minutes for a house. But the thing is, I think it was Halloween was posted at a 65-minute wait, and I told Angie, I was like, we have to do it. We have to get in line. Like, I know it sucks, like, because your feet are hurting so bad at that point. But the longest wait of the night was Descendants of Destruction. That was the longest wait of the night, and that was our third house. But Halloween said it was posted at a 65-minute wait, and it was a 20-minute wait. Now I know to look out for it. Yeah, Bert. Yeah, we wish you were here too, man. A lot of wait times were off. Waited about half the time. Yeah, I thought so. When we got in line, the Bug House is the last one we did. I keep saying Bug House, whatever it's called. Bugs Eaten Alive. When we got in line for that one, that was posted at a 95-minute wait. Well, it was 100. It was 100, and then after that, it kind of changed over, you know. But it was, you know, kind of crazy when you think about it, like how busy it seemed to be. Well, it was really busy. Hey, Andrea, good morning. Yep, same for us. Descendants was 50 minutes, or that's actual time. Yeah, it was too. Well, when we got in line, it's funny you say that. When we got in line for Descendants of Destruction, it was a 35-minute wait. We ended up waiting about the same, 50 minutes. I'm good. I'm really tired, Andrea, but I'm here, and we're getting ready for our second night of Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know when we're going, what time we're going. We're going to do Stay and Scream again. Thanks again for bringing us to the parks. I can't be there. HHN is a bucket list item for me. The graveyard was amazing. Thank you, Ravenclaw. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, and Scare Zone wise, the graveyard one was my favorite. I think I don't know. I just loved like how quiet the Scare Zone was, even though there was like lightning and stuff like that, or thunder. It was my favorite Scare Zone. I thought it was awesome. Oof, that stinks when it's smaller than expected. Yes, yeah, it really does. Because I think at that point you're like, my gosh, like, you know, we thought we were just gonna get through real quick. And what was really discouraging, the way that they have it set up, and you know this, the way they have it set up this year is the Bug House is on your left and Descendants is like over to the right, so you go around like this. And I don't know. It's just like you're so discouraged because you see Bug House, and I'm going to talk about Bug House in just a minute and how crazy it was. But it was just kind of crazy to me, like how man, it's just crazy. How was Halloween Horror Nights last night? It was awesome, Andrea. It was great. Brian, good morning, buddy. Busy morning, but wanted to tune in and show some love. Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate that, man. I'm dead to the world. I didn't go to sleep until like 6:30 this morning. Oh my gosh, that's a tease sitting right next to. Yes, I know it was definitely a tease. I am not looking forward to that house. The Bug House, yeah. Bummed we didn't get to do that one, but definitely next time. Okay, so let me talk about Bug House because I had some of you guys like write into me and say like, okay, go in there and experience it. And I think we were just gonna like finish off at like 5, and then I got a few messages from you guys, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go through the Bug House. And it was the last one we did. So I will say, if you haven't seen the video, Angie had a mishap in the actual house. So I will say that when you're going through it, like the beginning of it, it's just okay. Like it's nothing like super great. It's like a 50s kind of theme, and you're like, okay, you know, whatever. Then once you go into a certain room, that's when it starts to feel like bugs are crawling on you. Yes, it does feel like bugs are crawling on you because they have air cannons like shooting around your legs and on your upper torso or lower torso, and then hanging from the ceiling. You can't see it unless you look really closely. Because I was thinking to myself, like, how are they doing this? Because as I was walking through, it literally felt like something was crawling all over me, like literally all over me, on my hands and my arms and my upper chest. Like I was like, oh my gosh, and on my face. And I had to tell myself, I'm like, this is fake. There's no way Universal's letting real bugs go in. And like the worst thing is like right before you get into that room, there's like roaches that are sitting like in a display case. And Angie hates roaches. I don't like them either, but Angie hates roaches. And I was like, look, and you see that in the next room you go into is where you feel that sensation, and you feel that several times in the house. It's not just once. Did you go to the Chupacabra house? No, that is on our list tonight. Oh God, yeah, it's bad, man. Kathy, oh man, I'm excited and scared. I'm gonna be scratching myself the rest of the night. Okay, yeah. And so Angie's mishap in Bug House was that she felt like something was on her, and she went like this real quick, like that. And what happened was she broke her Apple Watch band in half. I don't know how she did it, but she broke it in half, going like this.
Well, because it felt like spider webs or like a bug crawling up.
Hey,
my
love
arm.
pugs. Yeah, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like flinging stuff off of me because you're constantly like trying to
Yeah.
get whatever is
Yeah.
on you off. And I flung it and my whole watch went flying off the
So,
ground.
so the thing is like we agreed that going through the houses, I was gonna walk first, just because Angie's a scaredy cat. Just kidding. And so I was gonna walk first. So I hear this thud, like boom, like that. And when you go through the houses, there are points in time where the scare actors will like hit something like really hard, like they'll slam a door or something like that, and then they'll just like a boom noise, you know. And so I heard that, and I turned around and I look, and Angie's not there, and I'm like, what the heck? So I turn around, and then I'm looking, and she comes like she was bent like this, coming out of the drapes that cover each door or whatever. And so she comes through that, and she's like, oh my gosh. I was like, babe, what's wrong? She's like, it broke. My watch broke. And I thought she had hit the ground. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was so scared. And I was like, well, tonight, you're walking in front in case anything ever happens to you. Yeah, so the sensation of the bugs is bad. I will say that, I will honestly say that as I can handle stuff. Like I have a high tolerance, I guess you can say, for separating illusion and reality. So like I knew that there was nothing really crawling on me. I knew that. I don't know if I said hello, but hello, love pugs. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button. We're going to continue to go talk about the houses and how we felt about them. And then tonight we're going back. So you guys get part 2 of the video sometime tomorrow. It probably won't be out as early as today's was, but you guys will get that. And but yeah, so we went through all that. Yes, Loki, I am awake, buddy. I am awake. I am tired. I have my AHA here. I'm tired. I really should have some coffee. I really should, but I'm trying to avoid it. But yes, so the sensation of the bug house, it's bad. And like I said, I could see people saying I can't do it and backing out of it. What the Universal team member said about, people said they wouldn't be able to finish the house. I believe it. And I still have my tickets from last night. I don't know why they give you these, because they're pointless pretty much. But what'd you say, Bert? Let's see. You and me definitely need to coffin brownie. Oh, dude, I don't want to break my teeth off in that coffin brownie. You know that. But yeah, so if you're just joining us, we're talking about Bug House or Bugs Eaten Alive. And that house is, it's intense. You know, like, it's not intense in the fact that there's a lot of scares. I mean, there's a giant roach in there, a giant roach man in there. And I'm pretty sure that that might be the only actual, the actual, like, big monster in that. Your video is the only next day one we watched this morning. We don't want to see the inside of the houses, and the vloggers with media passes are showing too much. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on that. Like, as far as like being able to film in the houses. At the same time, I don't like spoilers. And I have watched a few of our friends that got to go, their videos. Not that they were done really well. They were done great. But yeah, if you get the media invite, you can film inside the houses. Although I will say that there is one person on Twitter and YouTube that has filmed inside the houses, and they were openly filming. So I don't know. But I will not be filming. I don't want to do anything to, unless I have a media pass, to jeopardize my relationship with Universal, for sure. I'm avoiding all spoilers. Yeah, dude. Kathy, I'm okay with it because when I didn't live here, it was nice to feel like I could experience the event from up north. But this year, I had to make an effort not to look at posts before. Well, yeah, same here. I mean, like, what sucks is, like, I think being in the community the way that we are, we have friends that send us stuff. And I was talking to someone last night in line, and he said, he showed me like pictures of things that somebody sent him that worked at Universal. And I'm like, my gosh, these people better be careful, He showed me pictures of like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, like, I would be so mad if somebody sent me pictures of the houses and what they look like. But yeah, so so here's what I would suggest. If you're going to start out the night, with as crazy as the Bug House was, I would probably suggest for you to hit that like second or third, right after you finish. I would suggest going to the weekend first, because that one gets pretty backed up and pretty, a lot of people in there. And so we in itself, like, just kind of like one of those things where you like try to decide like which house to go to. Halloween is on my list to hit first. Yes, Halloween was my favorite house last night. That is yet to be determined of what's going to happen. HHN is purge time. A lot of team members get themselves fired and permanently assigned to Fast and Furious. Yes, it is true. It is very true. I have heard that from several team members that it is purge time, because a lot of people will like call out and like that work in City Walk or maybe Islands or whatever, and then they scan into the park. Well, Universal immediately knows that you scanned into the park, which is not very bright on their thing. I think my buddy Paul told me that they ended up letting go 500 employees on team member night or opening night last year, something like that. When my friends come and visit me, do SNS, I was thinking starting with the weekend and then maybe monsters and bugs. Yeah, I think that, Kathy, I think that's a really good idea. I think so. Tonight, though, I think we're gonna do the Finnegan's Stay and Scream tonight, and then we're gonna try to hit up Blumhouse and Halloween, like right off the bat, because my friend is a big Halloween fan, and he ended up going back to the hotel last night because he had traveled here all the way from Tennessee, and he did like 3 houses with us, and he was like, I'm done for the night. very understandable with all the lines and stuff like that. What was my favorite part of the tribute store? I would say the cemetery section was my favorite. Man, Black Phone was so good. Yeah, we wanted to do it, and then when we were leaving last night, it was posted at a 30-minute wait. But I knew I had to get home and put the video together for you guys, so that's why we opted out. But it was, wasn't crazy about Freaky, but it was fine. Yeah, the movie's just okay. It's not anything that I think is like super great, Like, I don't think it's anything that's crazy. But let me talk about Descendants of Destruction. So, Descendants of Destruction, you guys know it's like my bottom of the list, most anticipated house. Wife's most anticipated is Coven, and we were seeing at the bottom. Most people's list is house bad, or is it just not people's thing? She loves the speakeasy flapper area. I don't know. We did not do that one. That's one we will be doing tonight. We could have done it because it was like a 35-minute wait whenever we got out of Hell Block, but it was closed. It was on a delay, so we just moved and just did. It was weird. It was like delayed for like probably 20 minutes, maybe not even that. And by the time we were back on the other side of the park, it's like whatever, Yeah, I want to experience that one. I like stuff like that, so I would really like to try it. Coven was your first house, okay? Yeah, I would really like to try it. I think it would be. I think it would be pretty cool. I want to see it, and I want to try it. So, oh my gosh, if she loves that era, she will adore this house. Yeah. One that I wanted to try. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I don't know how I'm going to make it today. I am going to need a coffee of some sort, pumpkin spice latte or something. Winter's Wake. I did not get to do that one last night. And I'm excited about that. I've heard that Winter's Wake is pretty intense and it's pretty good. So, I don't know. I want to try it though. I mean, I'm definitely open for it and, trying it, and hopefully it's pretty good. I watched some HHN on YouTube last night. It was scary. They did a great job with Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, they did. It really was. I guess it's just not everybody's thing. I see people ranking Weekend low just because they didn't like the music. I will say that I liked the Weekend house. Yeah.
I didn't really care. I mean, it was alright.
Yeah, Angie says she didn't care for it. She's off screen because she's taking care of things this morning. But
I mean, I feel like someone like me that doesn't really care for their music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was alright, but it wasn't like super scary or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was more like gory, I think.
Yeah, it was more gory than I thought it would be. But it's one of those things where it's like, I liked it. I had fun with it. I thought it was perfectly fine. And Heretic. I thought it was fun. I really liked it. I had just binged all the music videos, so it was cool to see it in person. Yeah, I did too. I went back and refreshed my memory on them. I'd watched them a couple of months ago, like all in order. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. Yeah, I'd watched all of them too, so I had a refresher, so I kind of knew. And that's one thing Angie asked me. She's like, was that like the music videos? I was like, yeah. I think my favorite part of that, without giving anything away, I think my favorite part of that was, okay, here, I have to say it. There was and it might be different from everybody else. They might have a different experience, but we were one of the first ones to walk through. There's a room with a bunch of mirrors, and I felt like there was a missed opportunity for a scare there. It didn't happen. We watched the videos from that album in the suggested order. I could totally see how it works as a house. Yep, it definitely works as a house. There's a lot of creepy characters in there. My coworkers are very jealous when they found out that they have a weekend haunted house. Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. Angie's gonna say hello for a minute, I guess.
I was just walking through.
Oh, just walking through. Yeah, I think I want to go through it again. Like I was gonna say about Descendants of Destruction, that's one. The Mirror Room is from the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah. I do remember that, and I actually watched that not too long ago. The dude in the Mirror Room had a bad timing. I was staring at him, waiting to scare at someone, and never. Oh, really? So there was a guy in the Mirror Room. That sucks.
Then maybe it's.
She said that he had a bad timing. She said she was sitting there just staring at him, and he never did anything.
Because maybe it's on a
left.
side.
Was it on your left or right side, Kathy? Because I was like looking around.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
I was like, "Oh, here it comes!"
But maybe
Nothing ever happened.
It might have just been at the right time.
You don't have to watch the videos, but 3 or 4 performances that connected the video. Yeah. Yep, he's hiding in the corner. He could have gotten my son so good. Man, that sucks. That would have been awesome. Yeah, he didn't jump out at us. We were literally like, I mean, if you go in line, we were probably like the 100th person to go in, you know. As you're turning the corner to the right, he's to the left of you, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I know where he should be. I didn't see anybody. I mean, he could have been hidden, you know, obviously really good. But like, one thing though that we did last night after, I think it was after the weekend house, we decided, because once I got in front of Angie, like, I decided I'm going to take my time. And, you know, last year they were like, let's go. You know, they were trying to usher people out so fast. And I think those complaints kind of like crossed over to this year because they were not ushering you as fast. They would just be like, go this way, go that way, you know. So that was the biggest complaint I had last year is how quickly they were ushering you through the houses. And a lot of people complained about that, and I think they changed that. But take your time in these houses, walk slowly if you want to, not so slowly that, you know, you're a problem. But just take your time, walk slowly through them. And like Kathy said, she had enough time to observe what was going on in that room, you know. How was the Scarecrow scare zone? I liked it. It was really creepy. Yes, Kathy, it did have a Jeepers Creepers vibe. Yeah. Yeah, and you didn't feel rushed either. That's good. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite scare zone. I actually I need to go through them again. But Sweet Revenge, that was the one I would look forward. That I look forward to the most. It was just okay. It had a lot of cool stuff. It visually looked cool, and it looked really cool in the video. But my favorite was still Graveyard, Deadly Unrest. Last year we were trying to get people so fast because of social distancing, and plexiglass and mask made it. Yeah, I said the same thing. I said that's probably what it was. It was probably the whole COVID thing. Is why they were trying to get you out so quick. But this year, just take your time. Take your time. Now, I will say, I didn't share this on the video, and I meant to talk about it. The Halloween house, there was a point where, here, I've got Michael here. And thank you so much, Colby, if you're watching. Thank you so much for giving me Michael. Michael's awesome. He's a little studio screamer. At one point, I'm staring at a fence in Halloween, and I see Michael like this far back. Like he's this far back from me to you, right? I tell Angie, I was like, oh, look, there's Michael behind the fence. He runs up on me like all of a sudden, scares the living daylights out of me. Like, whoo! I literally, we had met some of you guys in front of us, and I looked at him. I was like, oh my gosh, man! And then I turned and looked, and Michael's right back in my face again. I was like, oh my gosh!
It was the second.
It was the second Michael. Angie said she saw him, and he ran around the corner, and he was just like following me like this until I noticed it. I was like, oh my gosh. Those are the moments I wish I could film myself in the house. Like, not so much film, like, what's going on, but filming myself would be a lot of fun. But it scared the crap out of me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I was like, I can't. And after that, though, the house for me got super scary. Like, I was so paranoid at this point. And there's parts where you literally, yes, he needs to be in the mirror room. Yes, he does. There's parts where you're like walking through the yard and you're having to push the clothes in front of you away. And oh my gosh, it's just like, we have to do it again tonight. Yeah. Like, we have to do it again. It's just like high level of anxiety, like beyond, I don't know. And I'm not giving it away, but man, there's something that happens in this house that when I walk through the next room, and Kathy, you know exactly what I'm talking about, I was like, oh my
That's the last room.
gosh. It was the last room, yeah. It's the last room. That was great. And the way it happened for me was the curtain was closed completely. But the way that they had the curtains in there, you couldn't really see. Until you walk through. So the guy in front of me was probably like 3-4 feet away. And as I opened it, I was like, oh my gosh. It was the scariest thing ever in my life. I don't get scared with horror movies, but I'm telling you, I have a genuine now developed fear for Michael Myers. I really do because of that. So scary. I screamed out, yes, we get to walk through sheets. It was very happy. And you know what I'm talking about. Yes, that room was incredible. It was incredible. And it just like the look of that house too, looked so good. Like it was just, I don't know. It was just, it looked amazing. And it just gave you like, you literally felt like you were in Halloween, like for real. Like it just felt that way. It was such a great experience and such a fun time, just hanging out and walking through the houses. And that's part of the fun, is going with your friends and standing in line and just talking. And Paul from Paul's Adventures will be joining us tonight, which I'm excited about that because felt bad he didn't get to go last night. But I'm really looking forward to going through the houses with him too. I can't wait to get out there 4 weeks ago. Yeah, buddy. The Universal team should be proud. I was blown away by all the detail in the houses. Yes, me too.
They put a lot of work in these houses.
Yeah. I will say though, Descendants of Destruction, while I did not really care for the scares, the house itself was incredibly beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the, which you guys, this isn't a spoiler because it's out there anyway. The subway that's in there, it was just awesome. So I take it this year's Halloween house is better than the other 5 times they've done. Oh, hands down. Like.
Yeah, I think it's great, but I've heard some reviews from other people that have experienced that house other years.
Yeah.
And they have said that they feel like, it's the same. But
and it could be low key though that my expectation was low. Yeah, I love the movie, but my expectation was low because last year Texas Chainsaw, I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, that wasn't scary.
And I expected it to be the same. And it may not have been, I don't know, it's just to me like pushing the sheets away. And then the several things of like Michael was coming at you everywhere. I don't know. Like I said, my expectations were low for that one, but
we love the movie and we just watched it too. So
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
you know.
It's just fresh in our mind too.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go a couple houses with you, John. Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. Oh man, we got so many scares in that house. Yes, it's in Descendants. Okay, yeah, we didn't get any. Like, I don't think there was anything that really creeped me out. See, it's just monsters in general doesn't scare me really. And good. I was really mad when they announced Halloween again. The years that you're Walking Dead every single year you got old. Yeah, I felt the same way, Loki. My expectation was really low. By the way, thank you so much for the birthday wish, and I get a happy birthday. Oh yeah, Bert, no problem, man. Happy late birthday again. I hope you had a good birthday, man. It was really cool though. I felt like it was just it was insane. I get what you're saying. You're right. I mean, more jump scares. Yeah. I needed more jump scares in that one, for sure. But like, I was thinking about it. A lot of people. I want to talk about this. A lot of people were complaining about how the queue was set up. What is he eating? What are you eating, Ren?
I try to take it from him, and he keeps growling.
He keeps growling at you. My gosh, that dog is spoiled.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about this though. A lot of people were complaining about the queue of Descendants of Destruction and Bughouse. So the ordeal is that the entrance for Descendants of Destruction is to, like, if you're looking at MIB, it's to the right where the bathrooms are. It's right there. And then Bugs Eaten Alive, you walk down to your left, and where the Nightmare Fuel show is. That's something we're going to do tonight too, is the shows. And where that is, it's like right next to it. So you have to like walk in there and then go all the way around. It's not that bad of a walk. It's really not. I mean, but what I'm saying is that I understand why they did it, because if you could see, you can see in our video, like the queue area, it would be super confusing because they had switchbacks for Descendants, and then and Bugs Eaten Alive was pretty much just one big long line. There was like one switchback right at the end. It literally went like that. It was like one little zigzag, or whatever. But I felt like it was fine. It was just, whatever. You're gonna get your steps in. Speaking of that, I need to know how many steps I did yesterday.
Well, my watch said 12,000 something.
You got to live stream. Are you going to live stream tonight, or are you video later? Well, we have family and friends with us right now, so I don't think we're going to live stream tonight. We will definitely live stream next weekend from it. As much as I would like to live stream, I just want to be respectful of our family and friends that are in. I feel like vlogging's a little bit different because I can say something, turn my camera off, and then not vlog again for like 5 minutes. I feel like the exit of the weekend was the worst walk of the night, especially because we did Monsters right after, and was like, oh geez, here we go again. Yeah, so let me ask you about that, Kathy. Did you, when it was that late, did you have to go back out through ET and get back in line again? Or were you able just to walk over? Or was the wait long enough or short enough for you just to get in line and go that way? Did you try the Good Guys Burger? Yes, Bert, we did. Make sure you check out our video, man. It's up. Ren?
Oh my gosh.
Be careful, buddy.
Hey, Ren, can
our first night will be next Sunday, hoping we'd run into you. Yeah, man. Ren. I'm sure we will.
Hey, can I
yes, so you did have to go all the way back there. What? Was it because the line was so long?
Oh my gosh.
Or was it just that they made you say, no, you can't go underneath the rope? Monsters was a walk on at the time. And they made you walk all that way? That's crazy. I actually think, I think that's the longest walk. The first, you know what I'm talking about, Ange? When you get off the weekend, or go off the weekend house, out of the weekend house.
Yeah.
And then you have to leave
go all the way
and go
around.
all the way back around ET.
Yeah.
She said yes, they made them go all the way out
Mm-hmm.
and go back in, and it was a walk-on.
Wow.
That doesn't make any sense. I guess, I guess because of Express Pass people, maybe. Because, you know, the lines merge right there.
You know, when the line does get long, maybe just trying to keep it uniform so that people don't cut the line or something, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I found that was crazy. What was the best food booth this year? Well, I'll have to let you know. I'm not sure yet.
Peanut butter thing
Yeah.
was not good.
You didn't like it? I thought you liked it.
No.
Oh, she didn't like it.
It was, I mean, like Amy said, it was just like a fried Uncrustable.
Yeah, pretty much it was. Yeah, I mean they got to keep the entrances where they are, I guess. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I hate that walk to the houses in the back. Last year we skipped a chance at Hill House and Beetlejuice at the end of the night because we didn't want to make that walk again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally understand that. I would be.
That's what makes it so miserable is the queues to get to the houses. I feel like if it wasn't that long of a walk, I feel like it wouldn't be as, you know, I don't know, tiresome, I guess. Hard on your feet.
Yeah,
But I guess they probably have to have it that long because of how many people get in line sometimes. Right.
I wish they would make it a way to where you could, and I understand that where the Weekend House is or where Hill House was, and Beetlejuice, which is where Legends is too. You know, the way that's set up. Ren, please stop.
But he keeps...
The way that it's set up, they can't really run the queue like the Weekend House right there. But it would be cool if they could find a way to do it. But it's a really long walk. You will get your steps in for sure. I'm gonna take a guess here. I can't check it right now because I'm using my phone to go live. But I'm gonna take a guess that we walked about 12 miles. The maggot dog is what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, me too. I was wanting to try it, and the line was so long. The line literally went from the big pumpkin food booth all the way to the end of the bridge there.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I wish the house queues were like the line queues. When they get empty, they start taking out switchbacks. Yes, me too. Yes. What was crazy though about that, Loki, is when we went to Descendants of Destruction, we were the last ones to go in there before they cut off the switchbacks. They started feeding rope through and was making everyone walk way in the back. I was like, my gosh. From all the posts I saw and heard, Express Pass was a nightmare. People waiting 30 plus minutes, and that's why I waited in regular lines. So I get why they're mad. I wonder what the disconnect was. Okay, yeah, I did hear that last night. Ren, you need to stop, buddy. Is he chewing on my chair?
No, he's got a piece
My goodness, that dog.
He won't give it to me.
So anyway, they yes, the Express Pass thing. I heard several times about that. It was a nightmare. A lot of people were very angry, and I've got it in between my feet. A lot of people were very angry and very mad about the fact that most people said that they waited at least, like you said, 30 plus minutes. I've heard some people waited 50 minutes for Descendants of Destruction. Something was going on. I mean, it's opening night. There's going to be things that happen, obviously, that are beyond Universal's control. I mean, well, I don't know if beyond their control, but not that they expected certain things to happen. But a lot of people were mad. And somebody pointed out to me that they had been neck and neck with Express Pass in several lines. I don't remember which house that was that we got in, but they had said that there was it was literally side by side. almost. So that was crazy. There's a Bob's Burgers where Luis changes the burger of the day. The child molester burger comes with a side of candy. I feel like the Good Guy burger is the real world version of that. Yep, yeah. But I liked it. She didn't. She didn't like it. I really liked it though. I really liked it. Hey, buddy, you got a little owie on you? You're hurting yourself. Let's see. Last year we were tracking our last night. We did 13.7 miles. I believe it, man. I believe it. Wow, was everyone saying I'm not gonna try it? I'm not gonna try it. No, everyone was saying they were gonna try the dog. That's why the line was so long. Yeah, that's true. Hope it figures out because they pay a lot of money for Express. Yes, they do. It's a lot of money for Express Pass, and
I feel like it's worth it though.
Yeah, but not last night. It wasn't, because the only time that I saw it go really fast was in Halloween and Bug House. That was the only times I saw it go like super quick. So last year's Express Pass worked great. We never waited more than 10 minutes for a 60+ minute house. We bought it again our second night. Hope they get this fixed before then. Yes. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think they'll get it figured out. Go ahead.
I think I have problems with my feet, and what hurts is when I have to stand for long periods of time and not move. And so I feel like out of like my pain, it would have been worth getting the Express Pass.
Yeah.
Just for, even if it shortened it some, I feel like it still would have been worth it just because then you don't have to deal with the pain.
Yeah. Bert, I could testify to that. I blew $200 on Express. Whew.
Yeah.
Jessica, hey, good morning. We didn't wait longer than 10 to 15 minutes for Express Pass last night.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, so we're hearing from you guys on this. I don't know. It's hard because people on pages sometimes they exaggerate, to put it nicely. But I did talk to a couple people that had problems with Express, but I think it was just a team member issue. With certain things. Our friend Vincent, who has a channel Vincent Vision, you guys should go check him out. He was in the Express Pass line for Descendants, and he walked right by it. Like, I saw him in line, and then I was like, "Hey, buddy." He's like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" And then he was gone. And we had been waiting in line at that point for 40 minutes. So, and I had only seen him for like 5-10 minutes. So, it's hard saying. So,
I mean, I feel like, especially people that are coming from far away, I feel like the Express would be worth it, because if you're only coming from one night or maybe 2 nights or something, I feel like you could definitely get done with all the houses in one night.
Yeah.
The Express Pass.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, Vincent Vision is awesome. Team members getting in the groove, everything will definitely improve. Yeah, for sure. It was kind of funny last night. I was trying to get some ice water, and I asked the team member. We were right outside the Horrors of Halloween scare zone, and I was like, I said, "Hey, I've walked through here several times, and the Pumpkin Lord hasn't shown up yet. Is there a reason why?" Like I said, "Do you know when the Pumpkin Lord shows up?" And he said to me, "Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my first Halloween Horror Nights ever, and the first time I've ever worked it too." I was like, "Oh, okay." Then all of a sudden I hear, "Oh, I am the Pumpkin Lord." I was like, "What the heck?" And he was like, "See?" He says, "I bring good things." It was awesome. Stuff like this is why we never go opening week. We let them work out the operations and scare actors and their timing. There's second weekend. Yeah, I agree with you. Of course, if it was not for the YouTube channel, I would probably wait until the second weekend, which we're going to go next weekend. So I think we're probably gonna skip Hollow Scream this year. I don't think we're gonna do that, just because I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, it could be good, but yeah. So it is what it is. But so yeah. So tonight we have a lot more houses to go through, or 4 more houses to go through, and I'm sure we'll do other ones. I am actually going to hop off here and get a little bit more rest. I need a little bit more rest. Maybe get me something to eat. My goal is to try once a week get interested and see how things change up as we go along. Yeah. Okay, so you would recommend Hollow Stream. Okay, we might have to try it out. But we want to thank you guys for watching this morning. Thank you for joining in. If you have not watched our video yet, make sure that you check it out. It's about 40 minutes long. I couldn't make it any longer. I was going to try and make like a 90-minute video. There's no way. But thank you so much, Kathy. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the fog. And next weekend, we will go live from HHN. So we'll see you guys later. And I got like a couple of hours before we got to leave. So go sleep.